Hello and welcome to week 10 of our online co-rec. This is actually week 4 of our student case study analysis for our second major essay. And as such, you are going to be submitting your final copy this week in the Turnitin link in the week 10 folder. Now, I know some of you have received your grades back for the rough draft, and you were shocked by your grade and not necessarily in a good way. And that is because you did not follow the outline that we completed in week 7. Literally, you are going to follow Roman numeral number for each paragraph, and then each letter or line item that is within that paragraph. So in the introduction, you're supposed to tell me who the case study's name or who the case study is, how old is he about. You're going to tell me 3 major issues that he's having that are leading to this major problem, like unsuccessful in school, unsuccessful in college, whatever your major problem is. And then you're going to end that intro with a thesis sentence that tells the audience, your readers, who the case study is about, the major problem, and list the 3 issues that are creating that problem. And I gave you an example in the outline in the week 7 folder. So then you're going to go on to the background paragraph, the next paragraph. You're going to list those issues and talk about those issues more in detail. And then the 4th paragraph are changes or solutions that you think Cody should make. These aren't things that you're telling Cody he should have done in the first place. These are things that Cody needs to do moving forward. Just like in life, we can't go back in time and change things, right? So we can just start from where is Cody right now and what changes can he make moving forward to turn his life around. So that's paragraph 4. And then that final paragraph is the concluding paragraph for your recommendations. So each body paragraph, background, issues, changes for the future, each of those body paragraphs needs a topic sentence that tells the reader what that particular paragraph is about. So for the first paragraph, it needs to tell the audience that the student case study is Cody and that this paragraph is about his upbringing or his background, right? Then the next one, the topic sentence needs to tell me it's about Cody and about some of these issues that he's having, the 3 major issues that you chose to write about and that are listed in your thesis. They should also be listed in the same pattern as you have them listed in your thesis statement. And then that 3rd paragraph are changes that Cody needs to make moving forward to turn his life around. You also need a topic sentence for that, which tells me that the case study is about Cody again, and that these are changes that he needs to make for his future. I do not want you to list in the topic sentences. You may list the issues in the thesis sentence and the restated thesis, but those topic sentences should be short and sweet, because whatever's in those topic sentences is all you can talk about in that paragraph. So if you say something like Cody's biggest issue was his abusive stepfather, all you can talk about is his abusive stepfather. You can't talk about any other issues he has because you listed just his abusive stepfather in the topic sentence. So a lot of you needed to work on those thesis sentences, the thesis and restated, and those topic sentences. And I had way more essays that had 6 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs, and very few that had the 5 listed in your outline. So if you got a bad grade, it's because you did not follow that outline. And probably because you are struggling or you didn't have at all thesis sentences and topic sentences. This essay is a lot more technical than the personal narrative that we wrote last time. So there are certain key factors that I'm looking for and that are important to technical essays. The next essay will also be a technical essay, and you will need those thesis sentences, restated thesis, and then topic sentence for each of the body paragraphs. Now, my rubric with all of my notes, which are mandatory in your revised or final copies, are in the grade book, they're attached to the essay in Turnitin. So you're going to have to go to the grade book, find the student case study analysis rough draft, click on that in that assignment in the grade book, and then it'll open up Turnitin. You click on the essay that you want the rubric for, then it'll have like a little notes icon on the screen in the right-hand corner, and then it'll say view the rubric or something along those lines. That's how you get to my edits, which are mandatory. If you submit a rough draft again as a final copy, which means you really didn't make any changes, you will receive a 0 for this assignment, because it's a waste of your time and my time if you're not revising your work, because you're not learning, right? The whole point is to be a better reader, be a better writer. So if you're not doing those things, you're going to end up with a 0. Now, let's get started with the assignment list for this week. All right, week 10. Like I've already discussed in detail, you're going to submit your personal case study, your student case study analysis, final copy, which means this is a good week to meet with Barbara. Last time I gave you 5 bonus points. This time you get 3 bonus points if you meet with Barbara. Barbara's with me in class. She's worked with me for several years. She knows exactly what I want in this essay. She knows exactly what I mean when I write my edits in your rubric. So if you are concerned about your grade, you need to speak with Barbara. Okay, and this is your week. You are the only co-rec class that I have that has a final copy due this week. So meet with Barbara, and not only will she help with your essay, but I will give you bonus points on top of that. I want you to review the final copy rubric. It is different from the rough draft. Then you're going to revise and edit your rough draft, and I gave you a little note here on where to find it. This week we are reading and writing about Swashen in our book. Most of my students really enjoy Swashen, especially if you are any sort of brown or black color, because he really resonates with my students of color. And his story is very relevant to our time right now. So I hope you enjoy this chapter. It is actually one of my very favorites too. It's a good one. So I hope you enjoy the chapter this week. Also, this week we are working on sentences and clauses in Con. Okay, if you have any other questions or concerns, please email me. We can meet via Zoom, whatever works best for you. But I want to help you out and make sure that you are getting the most out of this class and the most out of my edits and the best grade that you possibly can. Okay, have a great week, everyone. I will see you week 11. Bye.